Don't you think you might need help in raising that baby from a man?
Not really.
Me and my mom have been through quite a bit together. All of those moments just replayed in my mind, and I was like, wow, we've really been through a lot. And now we're finally here.
We've had some challenges in the relationship department. I was in an emotionally abusive relationship. There was times where I just had a lot of lows.
I saw that my mom wasn't very happy, so I tried my best to do whatever it could to make her happy so we could go back to the normal life. I tried to spend more time with her, trying to do more things for her, like helping her around the house and cooking and all this stuff that will help her feel like less stress was on her back. I was a little hesitant because of the last relationship. I was more so trying not to get attached. When I was younger, I thought, oh, all these children at school, they have moms and dads. Man, that would be great if I had a full family, but I only have my mom. For everybody that only has one parent, I just want them to know that you might not have one parent forever. And if you think your family is different, that's okay. It's okay to have a different family. You don't have to be like everybody else.
I'm a single parent. I have to work. This kid would pick up his two little sisters, make sure that they eat, make sure that their homework was done. If I had to stay late, he'd make sure they took a bath and put them to sleep. And then he changed.
Ty, you're getting really emotional right now, and so am I, because...
Yeah, I did change, and I'm still that kid. I'm still that kid.
I haven't seen him in 10 years.
I'm still that kid. I'm tired. I'm depressed. I'm tired.
You go. Okay.
I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm hurt. I've been through stuff in my life.
Because
that's personal. No, it don't even matter about none of that.
It does matter.
No, listen, it does, but I'm tired. Like I said, I'm depressed. I have personal things going on. Sometimes that
Tell us what those personal things are.
That can stop people, me being depressed.
What are those personal things you're going through?
Yeah.
You're a liar.
I don't feel anything. This is all something that, as an alcoholic, I'm very familiar with. It's the woe is me story, the oh, I'm so sorry, well, feel sorry for me because I was deprived of this, that, and the other thing, and I was raised really well, just like this kid was. This is all, I don't feel any emotion toward him right now.
Why?
Because it's all a game. It's all his MO.
For him to get his way?
His MO. His manipulation of his, I would cry. I'm sorry, Mom, I'm never gonna drink again. I'm never gonna drive drunk. Next day, same old stuff. Yep. This is all your ploy, and I get it, because I'm an alcoholic, and I've been there, and I've done it.
Do you have a drinking problem?
I would say I do, because as soon as I smell that cup, if I see that cup, I'm gonna want it.
We've gotten to a point where this behavior is normal, and not only is it normalized, but it's encouraged.
Raise your hand if you're married. None of you are married. Raise your hand if you would like to be married to your baby's father. One. The rest of you who don't plan to get married, why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to know that.
You already have your child to think about, and then a whole family to care for. You know, it's a lot of responsibility. And then you don't want the commitments.
I wouldn't want no man holding me down because I think I can make it as a single parent.
But don't you think you might need help in raising that baby from a man?
Not really.
So, both of us are boy moms.
Yes.
Is your son as protective about you as mine is over me?
He's protective.
Yeah.
He's protective.
How does he feel about you dating?
He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it at all. I'm like, so you just want your mom to be alone, like, forever? He's like, yeah, kind of. I'm like, but anytime his friends want to go out and do something, he's like, all right, Ma, see you later. I'm going here or there. I'm like, you just leave me in a heartbeat, but you don't want me to have anybody.
Girl, I thought it was
like
just
that.
me. Yes.
Yeah, that's how they are.
I can't even get on the phone.
No,
but
me either.
At all.
I mean, either. I feel like Like, it's my dad in the house or something. Like, I'm sneaking, texting. I'm like, all right, let me call you right back. Like, this is crazy.
Maybe who you on the phone
Yes.
with. Well, don't worry about who I'm on the phone with.
Exactly. He'd be like, Mom, let me see your phone real quick. For what? What you need my phone for?
It must be a mommy-son thing.
It definitely is.
When a man has a mother complex, he's generally a split animal. Namely, on one side, his feminine side is he worships the feminine image too much. It's a kind of Virgin Mary or feminine Holy Ghost figure, the pure, wonderful woman, so to speak. And the other is the prostitute, with whom he has sex, but whom he thoroughly despises. This kind of split in the animal between the Virgin Mary and the prostitute is typical for the mother complex. And such men then, if they have to approach a woman, they don't know how to do it, because the one they admire too much, she's too pure, you can't stretch out your hand and touch her. And the other is easily conquered, but no partner really, just something to have sex with. And such men have also in their own way trouble to relate to women because of that split animal situation. Such a man would, for instance, date a girl who has a huge father complex and is therefore unapproachable, or a Rapunzel who is unapproachable in a tower, and always hesitate to go closer to her, or would even try to go to bed with her and not succeed. And he would still be attached to that girl and have cheap sexual affairs on the other side, which do not satisfy him. That would be the situation in such a man.
Timothy said his children are not his responsibility. He has left them to be supported by their mothers and welfare. He's not unusual either.
If the parent is 17 and 18, uneducated, unmotivated, fooling around, wandering around, what's the child going to learn? Who's to teach him? When you learn something, you was taught by your parents. It was reinforced by school and your neighbors, but it was taught by your parents. Well, if the parents don't know anything, how are they going to teach the children?
Darren Lyle is the father of Clarinda's baby. He is 18 and lives in central Newark. He dropped out of high school when he was 16. He has never held a steady job.
I spend most of my time listening to the radio. When I don't go to school, I don't work, I don't do nothing. Just like this, killing time.
Did you want to have a baby?
Not really. It just happened. You know, she just popped up pregnant. And I just...
Does it make you feel bad that you can't support your kids?
Yes.
How do they make it? Where do they get the money?
Well, the majority of them, the mothers on welfare, and welfare gives them the stipend for the month. So what I'm not doing, the government does.
What would happen if the government didn't?
This would be a big disaster, I guess.
We think single motherhood has been around for a long time. It really hasn't. This is a new concept, and they use marketing campaigns to get you to accept it. 1950s, 5%. Not a lot of children born to unwed mothers. We get to 2012, we're almost dang near half. Some communities, 70% of the children born to unwed mothers. Right now, the father absence is a crisis in America. I'm telling you this for a reason, because the guys that want to be fathers, probably half of you, will not even raise your kid from 0 to 18. The systems are already in place for you to not be in that home. So what does that lead to? Kids that grow up without a father, 4 times as much to be raised in poverty, 7 times likely to be a teenage pregnancy victim. More likely to experience child abuse. That's normally because a single mother has moved in another man. Child obesity. Are we seeing this today? 2 times as likely to suffer from obesity. 73% of the prison inmates were raised in single parent households, primarily single mothers.